Hey guys, it's Mandy. I wanted to let you guys know a couple things here today. Give you a little update. Fire seems to be doing a little bit better, but I took her to the park yesterday and tried to give her some natural light because it was like almost 70 degrees. She wasn't too sure about the outside and all the noise of the kids at the park. But she calmed down after just a couple minutes. But we were only out there for maybe an hour. I just wanted to get her out a little bit and let her get some natural UVs. But right before we got home, I ended up seeing this. Now, someone did just ask me about tail rot. Did not ever even think anything of it. Unfortunately, she did lose a piece of her tail. It's still dark. You can tell right in, let's see here, right in here where it is thinner, actually. I don't know if I can really zoom in too good. It's actually thinner, and see how it kind of looks all weird and yucky? When I got her, she actually had almost like a bubble type scab on her, and I don't know what it was. It looked like maybe she was injured at one point or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really mess with it because I was scared to. And I read up on it and stuff, and they, said it could be an injury, it could be tail rot. There were so many different things it was saying. So, after about a week or so of me having her, she was in a bath, and it just came off. And there was only literally little dots, teeny tiny little dots of what looked like blood. Within a couple days, it healed over. But the skin always stayed dark and just did not feel right. And then the rest of her tail was always dark. So I just thought that maybe that's how her tail was, at the tip of it. So I thought, okay, from that point down, her tail is just dark. She just looks different. I did just have someone ask me the other day on one of my other posts if she had tail rot. And I explained to her about the little bump and that she actually has had it since I had gotten her. And she hasn't had no problems with it. Doesn't seem to bother her. But, as I said yesterday, she ended up losing part of her tail, unfortunately. So it didn't seem to even bother her, as if she didn't even recognize it. There was no bleeding, no pussing, no nothing like it said online it would do if it would break off. So that was kind of unusual. She doesn't even seem like it's even bothering her. Oh, Ren's like, oh, what about me, Mom? Hold on, guys. But yeah, as I had said, she just ended up losing it, unfortunately. But, what are you doing? Huh? Ever since she had gotten sick, her sister started kind of picking at her. So I just kind of gotta watch for them sometimes. This one here, Siren or Ren will head bob, and people say, "Oh, they do that, get away from each other, they're gonna fight." They don't always do that. It's kind of weird. I've had not even a handful of cases. I've had about 2 or 3 times they've actually done that. But she just randomly does it sometimes. I don't know why. As you see, she's kind of over there doing it. I don't know why. I don't know if it almost seems like when she sees her reflection. It's kind of odd. But yeah, she will just get in her moods where she's just like, I'm gonna play Miss Dominant. And she just kind of nudges her sister and stuff. They nudge each other around, and then it just stops. But I always separate them anyways, just to make sure. Give them a little bit of a break from each other. They are siblings. They were separated at one point when they were younger, and they both almost starved to death. They actually both quit eating, so I am not going to separate them. Especially seeing since Fire's already sick. I'm not going to separate them. Anyways, I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on how Fire is doing. And today, her arm does not seem as tight as what it's been. I don't know if that means maybe the swelling is starting to come down, but I have been doing this. As I said, I have been blending all of her food in this little My Personal blender. As you see, I just blend up stuff a little bit ago. I ended up going and buying this from Walmart. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's not good for stuff like this. It was only $10. I thought, okay, that's not too bad. And it was a little personal thing. I figured, well, am I going to use it for them? I didn't want to have to use my great big heavy blender and stuff every time that I had to blend food up. So I figured this would be the perfect thing. But unfortunately, you kind of have to put everything in here, sitting just like this. And then when you go to blend it, you have to turn it upside down. When you turn it upside down, everything gets stuck. Everything gets freaking stuck. So, as you see how it looks like this, a lot of it sits in there, and it's kind of a waste. So, what I've been doing for her, is I have actually been blending up any foods I would normally give to her. Once I found out that kale is an absolute no-no for them, as it's a calcium binder, I will never give my girls kale again. But like collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, the tulip greens, different things like that. Everything that was given to them, butternut squash, different things like that. Like anything that they would have originally eaten, I just give to them. And bok choy is another one that they really like. So, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But I also had gotten these little things here, and they seemed to really like them. I got them at my local pet store. You could probably get them online. I've seen them online as well, but I ended up getting them for $8. So, that's probably not too much different from getting them online. But yeah, it says it's veterinarian formulated. So, but it says it's for the juveniles, and it is fortified with vitamins and minerals, made with real insects, vegetables, and fruit. So, and it's made for all different types of reptiles, if you have different reptiles. But they show that there's like these little green type things. I don't know if I can open this with one hand. But it's actually not as it shows on the picture. I'm so sorry. It's actually, and it smells really gross. But, they're actually like a brown color, like a brownish green. And the actual, light, whenever you actually see them, they are like, there we go. That's the color of them. They're like brown little pieces of poop is what they look like. But, oops, sorry, babes. I actually just drop a couple of those in there, into her thing, along with any food I normally give to her. And then I'll give her one of, whatever kind she's supposed to have of her vitamins and her calcium and stuff, supplements. And, of course, a little bit of water, and you have to have drops. So, that's what I've been blending up and giving to her and stuff, and just taking and, syringe feeding. We just got done feeding not too long ago, so that's what was left. She actually ate from the 10 up, so about, I'd say 5.5 milliliters, because it was right past the 10, so almost 6. So that's not too bad. I don't know if it's true or not. It's said that online that 3 milliliters, it should be, you know, significant enough for them, especially if they're not eating. And I also give her at least 1 to 2 of these. She drank 1. These are a 1 milliliter, by the way. I don't know if I can zoom it out. There we go. So she drank over 1.5 of these. So, and this is always like a must as well as far as with the drops. But, you can get any size, like both these sizes. Both of these are from the Walmart pharmacy. You just walk up, ask them for the you know, syringes for the medicines, the liquid medicine, and they will give them to you for free. I know that they do at every Walmart around here. I mean, I have like 4 different Walmarts within an hour of me and stuff. Well, actually about a 45-minute drive of me. So, and they are all free. You can also get them at like Rite Aid and stuff like that. A lot of local pharmacies will just give them to you for nothing at all. And they're great to have around just in case. I don't advise using an actual eyedropper. Syringes are best. And I know I'm probably going to get comments, people saying, oh, don't force feed your bearded dragon. Well, listen. They say that, okay, because you can cause impaction if they're too cold and different things like that. But this is the thing. My Beardie was going to die if I would not have started to force feed her. I am not going to let her just sit around and die and not at least take that chance of trying to give her a chance to survive. That is why I started doing it. I had to do something. I had to think quick. I could not get information from anybody else. I couldn't get advice. I reached out to, 2 different people that I knew really knew what they were doing, and I never got no response back, which really upset me and hurt me because I've really thought a lot about these. Okay, as I was saying, doing the syringe feeding was like a must for me. I had no choice. Yeah, there's times that it's probably not the safest way to do the force feed with them, but I had no choice. I didn't get any responses back to the people that I really looked up to as far as the reptile community, which was kind of hurt a little bit because I really thought that they would be the ones to be like, okay, this person is in desperate need of help with their beardies, so I'm just going to reach out. But it didn't happen. But they are doing good, so that's all that really truly matters right now. So in the future, yes, it's great to do the research ahead of time, which I've done, but there's always times that you're not going to always know what to do as soon as something happens. And unfortunately for people like me who really don't have the means to be able to, just run out and take your pet to the vet as soon as something happens, you have to at least be able to try to do something to ensure that they, have a great quality of life and continue to live as long as you possibly can. So that is exactly what I had to do. Now, yes, my tank is a mess right now. It's actually the evening. I haven't even done any cleaning in here yet. And I know that everyone kind of looks at me a little strange because I keep these in handy. I always have one of these. And just during the day a lot of times, because they get food everywhere, I just go like this throughout their tank. Try and get everything that I can possibly get up right away. And that's exactly what I do. I mean, I'm not going to do a thorough cleaning right now because I'm going to get ready to do it. But I go through a couple of these sheets during the day, just trying to kind of keep everything up for them. But yeah, see, collects a lot of the stuff. That's all food particles and stuff that they have in there throughout the day. But yeah, that's one of the easy go-to things for just a quick cleanup during the day to try and keep a lot of them pieces of lettuce and stuff that breaks off and dries and stuff in the tank. But Alright, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll keep you updated. Bye.